Welcome back to Ego and Empathy, the podcast where we explore the psychology behind human behavior and the subtle ways it shapes our lives. I'm your host, Mandy, and today we're diving into a subject that touches the heart of many listeners: the difference between being empathic and being a super empath. An empath is someone who feels deeply. They sense the emotions of others, they connect easily, and they care sincerely. But a super empath experiences this at a much higher level. They don't just notice emotions, they absorb them, almost as if they become their own. When someone near them is happy, they feel light and peaceful. When someone near them is angry or in pain, they feel it too, as if it's happening inside their own body. That sensitivity can be a beautiful gift, but it can also be an emotional storm when it's not protected. The difference between a regular empath and a super empath is intensity. A regular empath can tune into the feelings of others and then step back again. A super empath has difficulty stepping back. They can sense the slightest change in tone, expression, or energy, and they can't easily turn it off. They often feel responsible for helping others feel better, and they carry the emotional weight of those around them without even realizing it. Let's look at the advantages first. Being a super empath means you have extraordinary intuition. You can sense dishonesty quickly, you can connect deeply, and people feel safe in your presence. You bring comfort without needing words, and your ability to understand what others feel can make you an incredible friend, partner, or healer. Super empaths often create beauty and kindness wherever they go because they see the world not only through their mind, but also through their heart. Now, the disadvantages. Super empaths are more vulnerable to emotional exhaustion because they absorb too much. They can lose themselves in other people's stories and pain. They can overforgive, and stay too long in relationships that drain them. This is especially dangerous when a super empath encounters a narcissist. To a narcissist, a super empath is the ultimate target. The narcissist senses their warmth, their patience, their endless capacity to forgive, and uses it as a source of emotional supply. At first, the super empath feels seen and appreciated, but slowly that connection turns into manipulation and control. The narcissist takes, the empath gives, and over time the balance becomes unbearable. However, when a super empath wakes up and begins to understand what's really happening, everything changes. Once they stop feeding the narcissist with constant forgiveness, once they stop reacting and start protecting their energy, the power dynamic shifts. The narcissist begins to lose control, and the super empath starts to rise. That moment is when the true strength of empathy shines through, because it's not about control, it's about awareness. If you recognize yourself in this description, know this: you do not need to stop being empathic to stay safe. You don't need to become cold or distant. You simply need to learn boundaries. Protect your space, take breaks from emotional intensity, and learn to say no without guilt. You are allowed to care deeply without carrying everything yourself. You are allowed to be kind without being consumed. Empathy is not a weakness, it's one of the most powerful forces in the world. It's what brings people together, heals wounds, and breaks cycles of cruelty. Being a super empath is not something to be ashamed of, it's something to celebrate. It means your heart is open, your soul is awake, and your humanity is alive. Yes, it can hurt deeply at times, but it also allows you to experience love, beauty, and connection in ways most people never will. So do not dim your empathy to protect yourself. Instead, learn how to direct it wisely. Surround yourself with people who appreciate it instead of using it. Nurture your gift instead of fearing it. Because this world needs people who can feel, who can care, and who can remind others that compassion still exists. Your empathy is not your weakness, it is your strength. Protect it, honor it, and let it shine.